OpenAI's Sam Altman summarized the current tech anxiety with one observation: AI won't replace humans, but the humans who aren't using it will. This illustration shows humans and robots standing in the exact same line for employment. By 2030, that line will look very different because the roles built entirely on repetitive, foundational tasks are disappearing. We are seeing a decline in positions like basic data entry clerks, entry-level graphic designers, routine repetitive copywriters, and transaction bookkeepers. This diagram tracks the divergence. As the curve for repetitive tasks drops, it intersects with a sharp increase in demand for specialized talent, like prompt engineers, AI ethics officers, and quantum algorithm developers. But knowing how to build these models is only half the battle. The gatekeepers reviewing your applications aren't human recruiters anymore. Before you can sit in a room and show a company what you can actually do, you have to navigate an automated screening system designed specifically to filter you out. That first invisible barrier is the Applicant Tracking System, or ATS. When you submit a resume, a machine parses it before a human ever sees your name. To get past it, you have to strip away complex visual layouts. ATS software relies on rigid formatting, which means sticking strictly to standard PDF or Word documents so the parser doesn't scramble your data. You also need to integrate specific keywords from the job description and pair them with quantifiable achievements. The algorithm is scoring you on how closely your text mirrors its internal prompt. But you should know that the automated screening process actually starts long before you even hit the apply button. Automated crawlers are constantly scanning platforms like LinkedIn to build pools of potential candidates. To surface in those searches, you have to maintain an active digital footprint. This involves toggling the open to work status and networking directly with directors in your target sector. Your resume and your digital profiles must speak fluent robot before they ever land on a human's desk. Once you successfully clear the ATS, the next barrier waiting for you is far more invasive: AI-powered video screening. This visualization represents how the software views a candidate. During a single interview, the system tracks up to 25,000 distinct data points. It measures eye contact duration, flags involuntary muscle twitches, analyzes speech tonality, and mathematically calculates the sincerity of your smile. Passing this scan requires a hyper-awareness of your own body language. You have to speak with clarity and maintain a steady, controlled expression. You also need a structural tool for your answers, like the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. This keeps your responses structured for algorithmic parsing. Surviving the modern interview phase requires humans to temporarily suppress organic spontaneity and perform with calculated precision. Then, finally, you make it through. You bypass the digital filters, you sit down with a human employer, and the criteria change. Employers are prioritizing what is known as Human 1.0, the organic, messy soft skills that machines cannot replicate. High on that list is emotional intelligence. An algorithm can parse data, but humans are needed to manage team behavior and navigate complex interpersonal conflicts. Then there's critical thinking and creativity. Companies need people who possess an inquiring mind, who can find unorthodox solutions and think outside the box. They also demand grit and resilience. The tech landscape shifts constantly, and human endurance is required to push through project failures and market pivots. Machine-like logic is what gets you the interview. But unquantifiable human ingenuity is what secures the job. Look at this illustration. You can't just be the dog that walks or the fish that swims. You want to be the duck. It can walk, swim, and fly, adapting everywhere, staying teachable, and going beyond the brief. The path forward involves mimicking the machine to bypass the digital gatekeepers, then walking through the final door as a creative, adaptable human.